Where's Van Goo?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Games We Played Too Many Times. I'm Andrew.
Chris.
And this is the Jeff Show.
Yeah, that one.
I'm Jeff. I'm also Jeff.
Jeff.
I was having some fun times watching that video.
You were just
a little
watching
bit before this.
Crash? Great. I'm glad that that's a thing.
Oh look, some booze. Oh look, a boo. Boo Rippities.
I
back,
heard
Boo
that
Rippities.
as booze, like the alcohol. Even
That
though
also.
that's not at all true. It's not
far as
even
you
close.
I
And
could
I
be
do.
having booze.
Where's the flippy upside down thing? Is it only on this side?
No, it's under that pile of dust. But I'm just gonna vacuum up all this shit. It's so untidy, it offends me.
It offends me every single time I've entered this room and it respawns.
Yeah, 'cause it's in the way. Yeah, we get it. You have 22 health. Cool out. You're a dumbass ghost. Should have run into any other room.
Hey,
Any other room.
He was in the dark, and you know what happens when... What's this guy's name?
Booripides.
Booripides? You know what happens when Booripides gets in the dark? You know what he's like?
Oh, hey, he just told me to water the plants.
Whamp, whamp, whamp.
That's
It's
kind
a
of cool.
little late for that.
Only in one case.
Yeah, I guess it's useful in general as like a tip
Why are there
for the
so
game.
many of these bastards? Go away.
Just to get in your way. Just to spook ya.
Alright, let's do it. Let's do the thing.
Spooked.
Get water.
Was that waterfall not moving for a second?
Maybe? I don't know. I feel like it
the
should give me
acid
water
ghosts.
powers, but it's not. Oh look, ice
No.
powers.
Yeah,
Why are
'cause
there
you
ice
want-
powers in the room with the waterfall? Die.
Because it's got a canister full of ice.
Ah, let go.
Clearly.
Let go.
Dude, everyone's grabbing up on you.
They are. Everybody wants a piece of that Dio.
Of that Ouija. Yeah.
Did I tell you I made a Mario Maker level for Dashy games to play?
You did not. Is this the call out? Is this a separate YouTube call out to make him play it?
I mean, I sincerely doubt he'll have any idea that this has happened.
No, but we could tweet at him. You could be like, hey, these people said that they made a video for you in their video, so now you have to... Sorry, they made a level for you. All according to plan. Wait, why didn't you go do the thing? You need to go...
I was going to catch the boo, but it apparently ran in the other direction than I thought it did.
It's in every direction. Boos exist. The waterfall stops when you come in the room, and it's hilarious.
Hashtag loading zone. Freeze. Nope. That didn't work at all.
No, that's what you do. I think it's just over time. I think you have to freeze the whole thing.
Oh, yeah,
Look at it. Look at me playing game too many times.
Turn off the thing.
There you
Just
go.
mysteriously.
You know what? It's fine. Don't put away the thing you're holding in your hand. You don't need the extra leverage or anything. Wouldn't help with a pipe that's probably frozen.
Just mysteriously decides that the water should be turned off. The ghost in the bathroom is all pissed now.
If only you didn't have to catch it to get down here. Then that
Yeah.
would be perfect. Then you could go
It'd be
up.
extra good if you like only turned off the hot water.
Yes. So you go up and she's like constantly shivering, so you don't even have to use ice to catch her.
Yep.
Are we designing our own game separately from Luigi's Mansion while it's happening?
No man, I'm giving you ideas for your D&D campaign.
For my haunted Luigi's Mansion D&D campaign extravaganza.
Yeah, man. You gotta get going. We only got a couple weeks left.
I'm working on it.
Are you?
It's in progress. I have notes. I have like 3 pages of notes of like what things could be, you know? Like, cause boos don't exist. And like, King Boo doesn't exist. And just,
Alright.
yeah, just in general. Egad, I have to like transfer him into some weird thing.
It's a snowman ghost. It's gonna melt. People who start fires in this mansion better be ready to pay the price. Motherfucker. It's $3.50. The price is $3.50.
$3.50. Sorry, excuse me. So do you have to melt his ice?
Probably.
I mean,
remember this ghost being kind of tough.
That's what I would do.
To 100%.
Well, that's because there's things falling from the
boo.
ceiling at you this whole time too, right?
Exactly.
So not only do you have to make sure he doesn't hurt you, You have to make sure the ceiling doesn't hurt you, and you have to make sure that the poison mushroom doesn't hit you.
Yep.
It's too many.
That's correct.
Too many hit
Too many guys.
Too many guys. Guys, we've played too many times.
Too many guys.
Ghosts we've caught too many times.
Motherfucker. It's also hard because the like ice floor, you like slide.
Oh, does it have ice physics? Ice physics are the worst.
It has hella ice physics.
Second only to underwater physics.
I don't know which one of those is worse, honestly.
I thought that
it depends on the
hit
game.
you.
I did too. It sort of depends on the game, which version is worse. There's 2 in there now.
Is sweaters.
Just sliding casually towards the camera. That was awesome. I love it.
That was so good. It was so good.
Hashtag tiger blood. Or something. What?
Oh my god.
There's 2 boos in here and you still give me a fucking ball thing? I hate you forever.
Hey, you know what it's almost time for?
Boulder Dash. What's it almost time for? Oh god, there's.
We're in the same spot!
Oh god. So many boos.
This is fantastic.
What has happened? Why
it's booception. This was the closest
sliding along with it. I like that.
It could have been.
That worked really well.
Oh, he did
there you
it!
go.
He was only at 55! Oh, it felt so good.
Now you have it forever.
So good. Yep.
Make sure you take the recording and like store it in the vault so you can use it in all your other shows.
It's gonna go
anytime.
into the deep, dark recesses of my hard drive.
Whee!
In the sound effects
Fucking ghosts.
God, are they in the same room again?
So long.
They are. Sweet.
Yeah, they
I
are.
really hope they're in the same place.
I think they're gonna be out in the open. It hasn't been very long.
Oh, I guess it's fair. Also, it wasn't dark in there, so...
Right, it's not dark in this room anymore.
But one of them at least should be hiding.
Oh, one of them's hiding apparently. That's disappointing. I'm gonna like accidentally out it while I'm sucking this one up.
I was hoping so, but... Damn. Did he say something about the tiger? I swear the text said something about tiger.
It said something about me striking like a tiger, I think. Poppycock.
Strike like a tiger, sting like a mosquito.
Poppycock is one of those British words that sounds really bad in American.
Oh, poppycock.
There's a podcast I've been listening to. Oh, damn it.
Is it the Poppycock podcast?
No,
is it the Poppycast?
No. It's called Hello Internet. Wait, there's supposed to be a door there, isn't there?
Is it
Isn't there a door there?
No, you have to go all the way around.
Oh.
So we have like the last key, right?
I think so, something like it. And then we just gotta wander around catching all the boos that we missed.
Yeah, like Kevin, the last key bender. I don't know.
Kevin, the last key bender. I am the key master. Are you the gatekeeper?
Are you the gatekeeper? Yes. What's her name? No, he's downstairs. What's her name though?
I don't know.
Someone is no longer here. I am only Zorp. It's not Zorp.
Zool. It's Zool.
Zool. Hey, I got the Z right.
Boulder Dash, what rot? No! Bad ghost.
Oh!
Are you fucking what?
At 0. This is not the first time this has happened to you. This is a regular occurrence.
Bullshit. This is what that's is.
Bullshit.
Give me the flippy. Flippy flip. Hashtag flippy flip. Hashtag no more mermaids.
No more mermaids?
Yes, and Eliza Schlesinger bit. It's funny.
Who's Eliza Schlesinger?
She's one last comic standing, and now she has 3 comedy specials on Netflix.
Damn. Oh, is that woman whose name you didn't know how to say or spell or something?
Yes, it is.
Seeing
some small ghosts other than booze, I'm pretty sure they're freed from the painting of the ghost artist Van Goor. I thought he just already told us this.
He did, but you've been doing other things instead of killing him.
He's
so,
like,
I mean,
God damn it, go beat the game.
Yes. Like, God damn it, you had one job. So we can go fight the final boss now. Like, we don't have to go catch Van Goor, don't we?
We need one more, boo.
No, we need 40. I confirmed this during our last video.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I said you needed 35. You said you needed 45, and then the answer was 40.
Interesting. I guess that's not a point for either of us in our ongoing feud.
Well, I mean, if you want to sternly disagree with me now, I could bring it up on screen and check again.
If you've already looked it up, that would be a foolish game. Like Jewel.
I've been wrong before. Jewel?
Yeah, she sings foolish games. These foolish games. Booby hatch, crazy boo walking.
Of course.
Come on, booby. God damn it. I need to get out of the basement. This is the worst boo catching ground.
Yeah, is it? Well, I mean, that was probably the best
Especially
room
since
for
this
it.
shit
This one
fucking
is just
respawns
awful.
every damn time.
I think you have to move 2 rooms away. I think that's the problem. If you go out into either of the hallways, it doesn't come back.
Hashtag loading zones. Come on, baby. Man, I learned some really cool shit about Mario 64 loading zones the other day. So I was learning about coin limits. No! Fucking ghost.
Remember how we were talking earlier about Koke? The guy who does the
Dutch
Super Mario
pancake
stuff? What?
Dutch pancake.
Dutch pancake, yes. And how you were like, he just kind of goes on and he just talks and talks and talks.
Yeah.
He had a second channel because his channel name was some
uncommented
number.
Pannon.
Yeah, he changed the name. It used to be just a different number, like he was a mirrored number, and then he changed it to
dumb.
uncommented. Uncommentated?
Yeah.
One of
I
those.
like that version much better. Lunatic.
Yes.
Fucking please. Hold still. God damn it. I hate this ghost.
Please.
Why Mega Man X is so good it makes my dick rock hard. Also, I talk about what elements of the original game were enhanced to be even more effective.
Is that your favorite line from that whole thing?
Yes, actually.
It's pretty hard to top just even by itself the line, why Mega Man X makes my dick rock hard. Especially with the double joke on how he's
Fucking
Rockman.
ghost. Yes, he is indeed Rockman. We're gonna cut like a third of this probably.
No, it's been good conversation.
We should play Mega Man X6. I mean, I should play Mega Man X6 sometime.
Yes.
It's the like obviously best Mega Man X game.
Really? Huh.
Probably not. Other people will disagree strenuously, but I think so because I like the PlayStation ones better than the SNES ones for some reason. Not really sure why that is, but I like 6 definitely the best of the PlayStation ones because 4 is kind of clunky, and 5 is also kind of clunky, but 6 is just really fluid.
I've played
Like,
Mega Man
all the controls work really
X1,
well.
half of it one time,
Yeah.
and you made me play Mega Man 3.
That seems
What?
unlikely.
What was there a Game Boy one? Something on
Mega
Game
Man
Boy.
Dr. Wily's Revenge?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
You play
that's
that
the
one,
one
and
that
then
I
you were
had
like,
as a
you
child.
suck at Mega Man, and I was like, shut up. 'Cause we were in high school at the time, so.
I only sort of kind of remember that. I remember somebody owned Mega Man 2 on Game Boy, which made no sense to me. And I played it, beat it, which immediately set it apart from Dr. Wily's Revenge because I've never beaten that game until like last year.
I didn't think
Because
you were
the
gonna make it.
last boss is so fucking hard. Finally caught this dude. Jesus. Alright, get me the fuck out of the basement.
I thought we needed a key change.
Anyway, I was gonna say this like an hour ago, but I didn't. I was watching Crash, right? And I was surprised to hear you say that Twilight Princess is on the top of your Zelda list because it's close to the bottom of my Zelda list.
Okay.
And I thought that we should discuss that. Yes.
Sure. I feel that Twilight Princess does everything that Ocarina of Time wanted to do, but better.
Interesting. Can you elaborate? What are the things that Ocarina wanted to do?
Well, I mean, it's got a more complicated hookshot system. It's got a better horse system that you can get earlier. The only thing that's weird about the horse thing is that you can't call it all the time until like halfway through the game. That's a weird unlockable thing to me. There are some not as good things. I will recognize Ocarina of Time as better in certain places. Like it's tighter, I feel like. In Twilight Princess, there's a lot of fluff. There's a lot of stuff that I'm like, okay, why does this exist? And some parts of it are more forgettable, but it's definitely something that I've played to the extent where I just know all of the things. So it's hard to tell what I don't remember because I just know it by muscle as opposed to by active memory. Yeah.
That's very interesting because I felt that that Twilight Princess was excessively linear, and that the puzzles were not puzzles at all. They were I flew through Twilight Princess. It took me like 10 seconds. Not really, obviously, but it was just a really fast game. Like, none of it was difficult. The puzzles weren't hard. Anytime I, like, found a locked door, there was a key less than 2 rooms away. You know, like, just the dungeons were super straightforward, I felt.
Yes.
In Twilight Princess.
I feel that way about Ocarina of Time's temples, though. Like, the same way. They're still pretty linear. The
artists.
The thing is that we played Ocarina of Time
Eat these
much earlier in our, like, gaming life. So I don't... It's hard to tell how much of Twilight Princess was easy because it's just, like, more simply designed, and how much of it was just we knew how Zelda worked.
This is a good fight. I like this fight.
Yeah, this is a very good, like, end of the game fight. This is really good because it's like all of the things you've found so far.
Yep, and I just really like that they explain all these fucked up ghosts. That they're like not like the non-portrait ghosts get a backstory. That makes me happy.
Yeah.
Craziness. This is also the first time all game I've absorbed more than 1 ghost at a time, basically.
That was really cool.
Die, you fools. Fly, you fools. Hashtag Gandalf.
Hashtag the gray.
Lame.
Did you lose all 3 right at the end?
No, I lost 2 right at the end, and I got 1. I don't know, like, Ocarina... Like, when I think about the Forest Temple, or the Water Temple, like, you have to go back and forth across the Forest Temple a lot of times, I think, to, like, succeed. And I'm not even talking Master Quest, which is one of the main ways I play Ocarina of Time nowadays, but even without Master Questiness, it just seems to me that in Twilight Princess, everything that you needed was just right there all the time. And I never really struggled. Although, some of this may have to do with playing the GameCube version. I don't know if the Wii version was, like, more challenging.
It should have been exactly the same, but mirrored.
But, like, I can imagine that one where you're, like, hookshotting the fucking Peapods and, like, fighting the dragon thing. I feel like that could have been harder in Wii mode, because you had to actually aim at the Peapods instead of just hitting Z.
Well, because I actually don't have any problems with motion controls and pointing controls. It was super easy. Like, it was just like, oh, point at the thing, press the button. So
I don't have any particular problem with them either, honestly. Like, it wasn't that bad. Where is Skyward Sword on your list of Zelda games? This is something I'm always really interested in asking people.
It's like the middle. Did
you play it?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, I played through it 1.5 times or so. They added a lot of new things, and even okay. So the way you feel about Twilight Princess being like super straightforward and everything's just right there, I feel like doubly that way about Skyward Sword. So like it's very like go here, then do this thing. There are a couple like overworld areas where you loop around a bit, but as much as not loopy as Twilight Princess is, that was impressive. Skyward Sword is even more not loopy, and just to go do the thing, to do the other thing, to do the other thing, to do the other thing.
I feel as though I can't necessarily argue with this assessment that you've given. However, the lore aspect of Skyward Sword was just so like good and on point, and the atmosphere of the game was so solid that I almost like didn't even care about the dungeons. I like just played them because I thought the game was cool.
I had a lot of fun with the story and some of the new things they tried. It can't be like at the top because I didn't like almost like everything that they tried, you know? Like there were things I actively didn't like as opposed to things I was like, oh, that's weird, and just like wrote off as neutral, you know?
Yeah, I feel like I gave the motion control aspect of it some blame for like the major things that I didn't like in that game, mechanics-wise, were just bombs. And I know everyone's like, bombling, speaking of Ego Raptor, which is why I started this conversation in the first place.
Okay.
But even throwing bombs was just not good. and like there were too many things where you had to make a bomb throw or a bomb bowl that was right on the edge of what's like possible without jumping into the big pit of lava around the statue with the basket. And
very specific memory you have there.
Just as an example, you know. And so I just found that to be really irritating from a mechanic standpoint. But I just really dug. I thought that all the bosses were really creative in Skyward Sword. I thought that the motion control sword stuff I actually liked quite a bit. I thought that worked really well. The Wii Motion Plus, I am really happy it exists. It should have come out with the Wii, but that's a whole other thing. It made it just so much more bearable. The bird, I liked the bird. I thought that was cool. It sort of reminded me of the Wind Waker, like, let me sail around on the King of Red Lions thing, except, like, not as infuriating.
What makes King of Red Lions infuriating?
Just the world is too big. That's
Okay.
the problem with Wind Waker. The world is too big. It's, like, really, like, beautiful and atmospheric, and then it's exhausting. And
That's how I felt about
the
the top world for Skyward Sword, too. Like, I would just fly around and be like, okay, let's go over this hole over here.
I felt like if I was
Still
just going
going.
straight somewhere, it didn't take very long. Like, I like having a big expansive world, but I also like being able to get where I'm going in a hurry, and I felt like Skyward Sword did a really good job of balancing those two things.
Yeah, I think
Like-
if the sky had been prettier, I would have been more okay with it, because I really like the aesthetic of the world of
Wind Waker?
the other one. Yeah, Wind Waker. So that's probably why I got so bored.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings on the aesthetic of Wind Waker, honestly. Like, I don't know how I feel about cell shading. Just in general. I'm kind of not 100% on board with shell shading.
But you also can't think of any reasons not to? Like, I'm trying to figure out where I don't know how I feel about it comes from, because it seemed pretty clear. It's a no. It gets a no.
Well, no, because, like, the world is really... There's a difference between, like, the art style and the aesthetic. Like, the art style is a component of the aesthetic, but it's not the whole thing. And, like, I really like the world of Wind Waker. I think it's really interesting and really well designed. But I just am not a huge fan of the art style. So if we could get Wind Waker in a Twilight Princess style, I would love that. Because Twilight Princess has the opposite problem. I really like the art style, but I don't really like the other elements of the aesthetic that much.
I just feel like the art style is so much part of the tone of both of those games. Because the cartooniness of Wind Waker really plays into how lighthearted everything is.
Yeah, I can kind of see that.
And the Twilight Princess is supposed to be like the serious one. And
yeah,
like,
that's definitely true.
Like people just like die in Twilight Princess. Spoilers.
That is true. Twilight Princess is great. I love the story of Twilight Princess. Although not as much as Skyward Sword. And I felt that the where am I going? Where the hell is this fucking ghost?
He went in the hallway, but you took too long to get there, so he went out into another room. He's probably in left and then up one.
Alright. There he is.
Told you.
You win. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Twilight Princess wouldn't have worked in Wind Waker's style, but I feel like Wind Waker could have worked in Twilight Princess style. That's sort of actually how I'm interpreting Breath of the Wild, from an artistic standpoint.
Okay.
Is it looks a lot like Wind Waker, except, to use a Game of Thrones reference, it's the sea of grass instead of a sea of water. And
isn't it like the sea of sand or something?
What? I mean, I'm sure that's a thing also.
In Game of Thrones, don't the Dothraki live in the like the desert sea or something?
Nah, they live
like
on
that?
the plains, man. They live on the plains. They have the Dothraki Sea is what they call it, and it's like lots and lots of grass. And then they call the ocean like the Great Salt Sea or something like that. They don't. The poison water. That's what they call it. Call it the poison water.
You said the sea of water.
I know I said the sea of water. That part wasn't a Game of Thrones reference.
This is so redundant. It's like saying it's the Great Cold of Ice. It's the burning of lava.
You're right. Those are exactly the same. Anyway, I forget what I was saying. Yeah, I sort of feel like Breath of the Wild has that same like wide open freedom aesthetic. At least that's how they're kind of pushing it in the trailers. But it doesn't have the cartoony cell shading art style.
Is it not cell shady?
I have not spent as much time investigating as you have, but I didn't think it was cell shading.
It feels closer. Okay, so like Skyward Sword feels like sort of halfway between Wind Waker and, at the time, it felt like it was between Wind Waker and Twilight Princess, art style wise. And then Breath of the Wild feels like it's between Skyward Sword and Twilight Princess, art style wise. So we're like slowly approaching some middle ground that is ideal between Twilight Princess and cartoons.
Yeah, I will say that the edges seem to be blurred in Breath of the Wild. Like every character seems to have like a slightly fuzzy filter on him.
Yeah,
I don't know what that's all about, but
I'm also not sure 100% how done it is. You know, it's hard to say at this point.
It's always hard to judge based on trailers, but usually, all right. Usually, of all the things that change immediately after trailers and shit, art style is usually like the last one to change. Yeah, but like it's the most obvious.
How defined things are, and like the like line art could be a little bit different. Could have like more focus to things.
What the hell?
The depth, the blur. Yeah,
you saw the ghost go in here, right?
Yeah. What's the room directly to the right? Maybe. Like he went on the scene between.
Like that's
no, he definitely went in that room.
Yep, but he's not there, so I guess we're gonna go to the other one. Bullshit.
I would like to make a proposition.
What's that?
After you catch this boo, we end the episode, and the next episode is the last two boos, the final boss, and the credits.
How long have we been recording? Doesn't feel like very long.
Like about 30 minutes.
Really?
I think so.
All right.
It's unclear when we started exactly, but that's close.
That was sick.
that was really tight.
That was so cool. I mean, we can end it now if you want. This is gonna be a real boring episode. It's all. It's my feeling.
It's gonna be a podcasty episode. You got a couple keys. Sometimes you have to set up for the next episode. This episode is just gonna be the Empire Strikes Back of Luigi's Mansion.
Except The Empire Strikes Back is the best of the Star Wars movies.
No, it's the most boring. Nothing good happens. You just wait until you just wait until Return of the Jedi. That's the whole. That's all it is.
All right. Next time on Games We Played Too Many Times, I strenuously disabuse Chris of his incredibly erroneous notion.
Sounds good. Bye.
You can't seriously think Empire Strikes Back isn't the best Star Wars movie.